Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Last Days of Europe with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Greater Germanic Reich. So, in this episode we are going to finish the reformation of Abwehr and Geheime Staatspolizei by instituting the Reichsnachrichtendienst, and then we are going to start courting the Reichskommissariat Caucasian, whether it is with love letters or arms. I'd like to start this episode, by the way, by reading a bit about the leader of this area, because I have absolutely no idea what their situation is. They have no factories whatsoever. Okay, so that's not great. They got about 6 divisions, about 40,000 men in service, so that's not bad. And as far as diplomacy go, das Bergbaureich Caucasian is renowned not for its land, but for what lies beneath it. The earth offers up endless rivers of oil and tons upon tons of metals and minerals, and the German occupiers partake deeply and greedily in the bounty. Okay. Shipments to the Reich, GDP to sphere leader modifier. Oh, nice. While Ukraine may be the breadbasket of the Reich, Caucasian is its gas tank. Its oil industry solely exists to serve the Reich's needs and operates on orders from Germania, so it is only natural that everything it pumps from the earth is sent to the Reich to use as they please. A stratified society, lower daily political power gain by minus 0.25, recruitable population factor lowered by 75%, stability increased by 5%. A hierarchy of sorts has arisen in the Reichskommissariat. At the bottom are the 3 loathsome pests, Georgians, Armenians, and Circassians, all loathed by the Germans for their continued rebelliousness. Above them are the other ethnic minorities, only slightly less disdained. Then come the German skilled laborers and their families, and on top sits the bureaucracy and army, far away dominated by Josias or Josias' men. I'm not sure how this Josias, I'm not sure how that would be pronounced. Josias zu Waldeck und Pyrmont. Josias, Erbprinz zu Waldeck und Pyrmont, was raised in power and nobility, but was powerless to stop his family's noble titles and privileges from being stripped away when the German Republic was proclaimed. He joined the Nazi Party in the late 1920s, quickly falling in with the SS and steadily climbing its ranks. Josias soon developed a reputation for being meticulous and fiercely devoted to the letter of the law, even prosecuting Buchenwald camp commandant Karl Otto Koch for embezzlement of funds. Interesting. By the time the West Russian War came to a close, Josias had a comfortable job as the SS High Police Commissioner in Vaterland, and he largely remained above suspicion regarding Himmler's failed SS coup. In order to keep his reputation airtight while serving as Himmler's eyes and ears in the Reich's eastern peripheries, the two engineered a falling out that culminated in Josias publicly denouncing the SS and tearing up his membership card. Okay, well, I don't know if this should be available as a public info. When it came to light that Reichskommissariat Caucasian was overrun with partisans and needed a new Reichskommissar, it was easy for Josias to sway the Führer with his excellent work record and sterling reputation, but less than a week after arriving in Tiflis, Josias was captured by a branch of the Transcaucasian Soviet partisan group and gruesomely tortured for 3 days. He remembered every bit of pain he suffered, as well as every face that watched. After he was finally rescued, he put his plan for pacification into place. Highways and cities were fortified, natives were forcibly relocated, and uncooperative regions were indiscriminately firebombed. Josias also began filling the bureaucracy and garrisons with loyal SS members, and quietly rejoined the organization. Though he considers it an insult, his original membership number wasn't restored. He still sends his resource quotas to Germania, so they don't complain, but there are those who still believe that he really takes his orders from Danzig. Okay, I expect that Danzig is in Burgenstadt, right? Ordenstadt. Danzig. Where is your capital? Danzig. Brussels. Oh, I'm confused. Do you not have a capital? Or is it Brussels? Yeah, Brussels is the capital, probably. So Danzig? No idea what that means. I'm not that familiar with the geography here. Anyway, so that basically tells us one thing we need to know. If we get the option, this guy needs to be removed. Okay, let's unpause, see what the game brings to us. Oh, we can hold a speech. Do it. Do it. We're still going to charge the reactionaries with treason once we can, but that is still far in the future. The Principality of Vyatka declared war on the Tatarstan Republicas. And Unitary Republic of Indonesia has defeated the Silavangi Military Council on the ongoing conflict. Well, I don't even think we'll see that on the map at this point. We'll have to wait until they kind of fight it out. And I think that, yeah, the poverty rate is now at 0. Amazing. Cool. What about the army reform? Well, we're getting more units coming. We no longer get the effect of Trümmertruppen. Oh, they're gone. Well, that sucks. Let's raise you in Berlin. I actually want to go back to building infrastructure here. Because quite honestly, it is something that brings us GDP. And GDP is the most important thing for us. So, okay, let's finish up the infrastructure in central areas. Finish the 50s. 50s artillery upgrade. Okay, this looks pretty good. There's nothing here, right? Yeah. Okay, come on, come on, come on. What's going on? Okay. So, we finished, what was it? The 50s artillery base bleed. Yeah, we read that. That's when they used the fuel for the launching. Okay, anything here? Advanced armor protection, engine improvements. Okay, there's a ton of stuff here that we could do. I know we can do anything in the industry or the engineering. Well, no, we could do the naval one. So let's get the naval one because that increases targeting and AA attack, even though it's an H technology. So let's get it off the table. And then we'll focus on the engineering. Okay, 48.2. So despite this speech, okay, token political promises needs to be taken as well. We really need to wrap this up. Okay, the speech has just finished, so that gave us 55. Token are done. The vast are gonna go away, so we're gonna drop to 45, but that's still far away from 30. If we get to above 50 base, we can try to charge the reactionaries with treason, which is gonna hit us heavily for 30 days. 30 days, right? 34 days actually, but then we're gonna benefit from it. So that might be a good way to go. What about the great game? Yep, we went over. Unfortunately, not much we can do with that. The sulfur iron, nothing there. Anti-Hutic about around 98%, so no need. Okay, 3 dockyards. We finished the upgrades. And as there is literally nothing that we can do here, I can add 2 more and 2 more here, and maybe we can... We still haven't finished the frigate, have we? No. Okay, so in 5 days we're gonna assign... We're gonna start building the frigates. We do have a decent amount of Navy experience, so we should be able to design one that's gonna be specialized in anti-submarine warfare, because that is something that we really need. Okay, so you guys, the Rostock class refit, so we can join the main fleet. Now let me just check you. Anything we can do here? We could, but it's more, yeah. Okay, if we don't deal with the engine. Okay, it's the armor and the engine. So if we remove engine and armor, it's 586 in upgrades. Wide attack gets boosted anti-air surface detection, sub-detection. Okay, we could do that. What about the K class? Anything here? Yeah, we need to remove this as well. 1700 and that. Wow, that boosts it way more. Okay, so we're gonna start rebuilding the K class early cruiser. Do we have it here somewhere? Please tell me there is one. K class. K class. This is the one, right? See if I upgrade it. Let's save it. K class. Let's put this down. 1721. But it's gonna cost 21, so actually we don't have enough Navy experience for that. But we'll do it. We'll do it. Don't you worry. That is on my list. The East Java emergency government defeated the People's Democratic Armed Forces. East Java. Wait. East is here. I'm not sure. Is this Java? No. That's South Sulawesi. Wait. Java. East. Java emergency. Dang it. East. Oh, okay. Java is below. My bad. So East Java Emergency Council. Agency created. Reichsnachrichtendienst. Okay, I hope that didn't remove our bonuses. Okay. So, what does it say? Galen was, in a very short period of time, Galen has, in a very short period of time, proven his worth beyond doubt. The Führer, wishing to consolidate all intelligence agencies into a single organization under central supervision, has thus decreed that this most gifted and humble patriot will have his wish granted. Henceforth, the Reich's ever-vigilant guardian will not be the outmoded Abwehr or politically unreliable Geheime Staatspolizei, but the Reichsnachrichtendienst. Galen will obviously have to report to the Führer regularly, but will be beholden to him alone. Galen will also have carte blanche to shape and organize the R&D as he sees fit, though the finalized plan for it will need to be run by the Führer for final approval. This marks a new, brighter day for the Reich's security and an appropriate dark one for our enemies. Even the SS will come to fear our new hidden blades, striking out at their insidious tendrils from the shadows. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so literally the only thing we can do now is the mad count. So let's start with that and check what our intelligence agency looks like now. Reichsnachrichtendienst. I like the logo. Okay, that looks like it didn't do pretty much anything. Agency infiltration, steel blueprints, wiretapping. Let's get wiretapping. Okay, so we finished the naval upgrade of the frigate. And now we could... Let's look at the nuclear submarine reactor. That sounds like something we might be interested in, but frigates. That's corvettes, submarines, destroyers, frigate. Okay. So, Rostock F-class, basic frigate, early frigate. You are aged, so the improved frigate class. Improved frigate. So we need you as an anti-sub. Okay, hold on. Let's start by upgrading everything that we have here. Then we'll give you a rapid fire battery. Wait, not mine weighing. Back. Anti-submarine. The depth charge free. And depth charge free. So you will still have torpedoes. Okay. Torpedo attack 27. Okay, so torpedo attack 32, depth charge is 33, sub detection is only 3 though, so that is wrong. We need a sonar instead. Yeah, surface detection is gonna go down, but sub-detection is gonna go up significantly. And you have a fire control, anti-air. Okay, batteries. Oh god, we are short. Just a couple points. Come on. Come on. Okay, and the other ones were called Rostock and so on. We can call this Kiel class. Kiel class. Okay, one more day and we'll be done. Okay. So Kiel class and we'll put you into production. So let me just see, the Kiel class cost 1670, while the destroyers cost 18. Okay, so it's slightly cheaper, that's fine. I'm going to put 4 more, so we're gonna take 2 and 2 from here. I'm gonna be devoting 3 to destroyers and 5 to the frigate. Okay, that actually sounds pretty good. So what do we have here? Leroy becomes the leader of East India. Leroy, a stalwart of the party's centrist bloc and one of the boss's closest associates, has now been chosen as All India Forward Bloc's new leader, and therefore the leader of the entire nation. Roy was an early member of the All India Forward Bloc and was instrumental in easing the transition to civilian government as the INA entered eastern India. As Roy was the prominent woman leader, it appears that the social reform will be the top priority of the new administration. Roy's chief backer, R.S. Ruikar, has been appointed Home Minister as well as Vice President of the AIFB. It appears that he will also be a key player in the government. The election of a woman to the highest position of power was greeted with celebration across the nation and interest by the most international parties. Time will tell how far this will truly go, however. Is this a historical person? I never heard the name Lewa Roy. They say behind every great man lies a woman. It appears the reverse is true this time. So we finished the anti-air launch guns and Brothers in Shadows. So hold on. So 50 years anti-air launch guns. And now we can go with 50's anti-air radar guides. Okay, so let's continue with that. We'll protect our soldiers against bombing. Brothers in the Shadows. Hey, we got another dockyard. Okay then, let's assign them 444 for now. I know we spoke about building some shipyards. And we've built some. Okay, cool. So that's good. One shipyard has been built. Brothers of the Shadows. Fyodor Oberwender did not know Reinhard Gavin well on a personal level, but he knew of him. The man had been well known to have spies under every corner during the Second World War, and Oberwender guessed, by his appointment to the head of the Reich's new intelligence agencies, he had not curbed his activities in that field. Makes sense. He would serve as Speer's dagger in the dark, where the Gestapo had previously served as the NSDAP club in the night. Oberwender was not stupid enough to not know what it meant. Now a small metal dot had found its way to the bottom of Oberwender's desk, as he had been informed earlier that morning. Speer had failed to remove Oberwender during the purges, and now it seemed he was on Gavin's list of people to watch closely. This attempt to have Oberwender killed was more subtle than the last one, but this time Speer had failed to catch him unawares, and Oberwender expected he would continue to fail in later attempts. One side effect of working in the Reich's intelligence programs was that one tended to trust their team with their life. It was odd, given how much the profession was built around lying and mistrust. But if you could not act swiftly and unflinchingly based on the informations of other agents, you were not in the correct profession. That level of trust, tested again and again, tended to build some sort of bond, even if the Reich tried their hardest to ensure friendship did not form. Those bonds, it seemed, were strong enough for Oberwander's old compatriots from the Abwehr to enlighten him on the RND's new plans for him. With a grimace, Oberwander pried loose the whistling device, letting it fall to the ground. As the heel of his well-polished shoe grinded the bug to dust, the president of the Reichstag considered sending a bouquet of flowers in thanks. Well, okay. Wonderful. And we have special missions? Stay in the Reich. Sovereign. Okay, we can invest into the infrastructure. Hide, I don't want to hide that. Oh, we got Reichnax. Ah, okay, so that's the new thing. An anti-Hitler cabal. So what does this one do for us? Reinhard Gellon. Expertise 5%. Expertise is the aggregate preparedness and training R&D agents currently have, growing every 2 weeks. Its growth is affected by the size of the budget and research. Okay, so this is interesting. Highlight regions, no select region, Europe, Russia, Africa. Okay. So we can increase this budget significantly. And we can choose research. Modernize. Okay, electronic. Non-kampf training. Sonderblindfunkdienst. Recon satellite bugs. Cipher machine. Radios. Modified cameras. Truth serum. Okay. Mission success chance, army organization factor, R&D research speed, expertise growth. Let's start with this non-kampf training. That increases the expertise. It's probably worth getting early. In a world on infiltration and espionage, a fist to the face is sometimes still the best solution when it comes to a life or death situation. Military, espionage, and even police forces across the world have adopted martial arts or even developed their own in response. The art of deftly taking control over an enemy in close quarters combat can prove useful in many situations, ones the R&D agents are likely to experience at one point or another as well. If so, all they must do is try to remember some of the basics of Nachkampf. Is Nachkampf? Well, okay. So let's get that one. And what kind of special mission do we have here? Deploy and Deca satellites. Research speed, counterintelligence. Okay. Show standard missions. Buck political enemies. Our regime stability will increase by 2.5%. Okay, so let's get that one. Then it gives us disappear reactionaries. Okay, I like that. That gives us additional stability options. Hide special missions. Okay, I don't want that. Or hide standard missions. Fund the cabal and cover up cabal's efforts. Yeah, I think we can close these ones because we have enough strength there. Okay, so things are going very well. How far are we with the focus? Okay, one more day. Hey, and poverty rate is dropping. Nice. By a very, very, very little. But it is dropping. Because our GDP is now going up. Amazing. By 0.4 only, but still it's going up. Which means that there will be further push to dropping debt to GDP. We are now at 97.6%. Amazing. Oh god, what? We have declared war on the Reichskommissariat Caucasian. Holy hell. I should have read that. Josias has crowned himself king of all Caucasia, and this shall not be tolerated. Our Reich will not come to life to see this sort of betrayal. We will not let him stand for too long. and we shall not bow down to a king. Let our great German fatherland sort out this mad king's delusion and make right the path of Caucasia. Damn, I should have read that. I really should have read that. Well, we do have special units here, so it's not like we'll be short in action. And I don't really believe there's much to be said for tactics here. Our special forces are just gonna invade and kill. Because just this one army will have more units than they do. So that's fine. But cool. Well, okay, so we declared war. I completely missed that it starts by declaring war, and then it makes sense that you start working on the other stuff. Well, okay, and that's pretty much all there is that we can do now. We need to improve our regime stability before we do anything else. We are getting more and more the nuclear weapons on Mauritius. Well, stability is 43.2, so 53.2. With the vast political promises, 63.2 with the reactionaries. So we'll need to look into that, and then we'll have to take it into our calculations. Hey, smuggle fake papers for our friends. Oh, we have a new round. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end the episode here. Make this one a bit shorter, and in the next one we're gonna start the next round of the Italo-German Great Game. Quite a lot of options there to be said. And yeah, our units are already massing on the border, so this is gonna be fun. You guys can do whatever you want with that, because there's nothing stopping you. But hey, having this one in the sulfur iron is gonna be great. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.